Hey, fellow truth seekers, thanks for tuning in. Today I want to talk about the NFL and how it contributes to our slavery as a society by distracting us and making us all engage in utilizing our time that amounts to essentially nothing as a collective populace when you think about it. And the way to visualize that is imagine all the people sitting in chairs, laying on couches, observing the television. I shouldn't say they're not doing anything because typically what they're doing is they're supporting these cable companies, they're supporting these media networks, they're supporting these advertisers, they're supporting these alcohol companies. They are doing something. So I guess maybe the thing is that they could be utilizing their energy in a lot better way that could help break our slavery. Imagine if all the people focused on football on Saturday and Sunday for college and NFL football were united in ending what is upon us. And you guys really, if you've seen the movie The Wizard of Oz, which a lot of people don't know, but the book, Dorothy doesn't wear red slippers, she wears silver slippers and walks on a gold road because the movie or the story is about how bankers run the world, and it's going to take people who have enough courage and the right attributes to fix that, which we could do. I fully believe we could do that. I'm not one of these people who thinks there's no hope. The reason I do these video posts is because I'm hoping the right eyes, the right minds are going to see this who can take it to the next level. But what I want to expose just with this post is how we are wasting our time with the NFL, and it is a rigged spectacle by, yes, the Freemasons, the rulers of our world. What my blog post is about in total, if you watch my other posts, is how they have built this world around us. They are the masters of our world. They've built our knowledge. They've built our science. They've built our religions. They've built our sports leagues and all of our other distractions. The world we know is the world they've created around us. It's essentially a box. And this code can all be broken down with something called gematria, which is actually a relatively simple thing based on the alphabetic order and in this case, the English language, which is a product of the Freemasons. Both things are originating from Scotland in this case. Scottish Rite Freemasons. So anyhow, in the system, a name should sum to 33. In English, the word name sums to 33. We're just adding using the alphabetic order. There's another way to sum where you reduce the letter first, so instead of n being worth 14, it's worth 5 as it is here. Because 1 plus 4 is 5. You just do that for every letter. Instead of m being worth 13, it becomes worth 4 because 1 plus 3 is 4. Anyway, name equals 33. With the reduced method where you compress the letters like I was just saying, it equals 33. Words like rock star equal 33. You start seeing most musician and celebrity names have 33 names. Same with world leaders. You even see people change their names so it sums to 33. Also in this system, the God number is 26. If you sum the English alphabet, it sums to 26. English is 26 letters. These numbers are important all through sports, and what I'm saying about the NFL in this post is true of the other sports leagues. Please watch my other posts on the MLS, NBA, baseball. I have lots more coming. Please subscribe. Lots of knowledge to share. Real knowledge. You can laugh at this all you want, but it is the truth. If you want to dismiss it, you have the right. Okay. So the word athlete in gematria sums to 26, the God number. The word athletic sums to 33, what a name should sum to. The word Olympic sums to 39, also a very important number that's linked with 33. Please watch my post on New York to learn that knowledge. So remember these numbers, 26, 33, 39. With regards to football, football has a very curious gematria. Yeah. In letters to numbers, it breaks down to 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 3, which sums to 29. In numerology, 2 plus 9 reduces to 11. 11, 22, 33, 44, multiples of 11 are master numbers. When you think of football, it's 11 versus 11, which means there's 11 players on each side, 22 on the field. So, that number 666, it comes from the Bible in Revelation, and it says the man who sees what's coming will calculate 666. So think about that as a sports gambler, because really this knowledge is for you sports gambling guys. If you guys think this is a joke, here's what I've predicted in the last year on my blog, and you can go back because I even have the proof. I predicted who would win the NCAA tournament. I predicted who would win the Super Bowl. I predicted who would win the World Cup. And I predicted all the horse races correctly. I knew for sure Tonalist was going to win well in advance. And if you watched the horse race that day, you'll notice Tonalist was the last to gate. Go read that post and how I figured it out. You guys can use this knowledge next year. I don't mind ruining these people's gambling plans. These people are evil minions. And we, the people, are sheep for falling for it. And I don't say that word in the lightest because I've seen this stuff since I was a kid, you guys. Sports leagues are well beyond rigged. It's not even hard to see. I've seen it since I was about 7 years old. No, I'm not joking. I grew up in Portland, Oregon. I could see it back when the Blazers played the Bulls. Michael Jordan was able to travel. He was able to foul. By 7 years old, I had enough awareness to see this. I think most people probably did. I don't know why people are so deceived by what's on TV. It's like they're choosing not to think. They're just choosing to follow the narrative or something. So anyway, if you're wondering how I figured out this number code, part of the reason why is because I've seen so clearly for my whole life. And I'm here to just expose the fraud that I've always seen. So, you guys think this 33 thing in sports is a joke? Well, let's go to college sports, and let's connect it back to Oxford. Oxford's the oldest university in the world, probably likely where football was dreamt up once upon a time, at least in terms of having 11 players on the field, which is true of sports like cricket. Cricket sums to 33 in gematria. Soccer or, football is international. But there's just so much 33 in sports, you guys. NBA Finals sums to 33. The NBA is the worst league of them all when it comes to 33. But in college sports, the top honors goes to the player, the Heisman. The word Heisman sums to 33. The award started in the year 35. If you look at the players who've won it over the course of time, they almost all have 33 names. I was telling this to my buddy the other day. He goes, I guarantee you Desmond Howard wasn't one of them. And I laughed and I said, well, you might be wrong because the name Howard sums to 33 in gematria, just like the name Winston, the most recent winner, who is a beast. He might be a Manchurian athlete. He might even be born in a test tube, you guys. You start watching my posts, reading my blog, you'll see how many 33 athletes with 33 names born on dates that sum to 33. It's just insane, you guys. This most recent NBA draft, 2 of the top 5 picks had 33 life numbers. Another 2 had 33 names. The other one had a 47 name, another number that's important. It's just something's up, man, and that's what I want you guys to see. And I want us as a society to stop supporting because it's just a joke. I mean, we're wasting our time, and what are we supporting? This rigged crap? All right, so back to the NFL. In the 60s, Monday Night Football became a new thing. Out of all the decades, only one has a gematria of 33, and it's the 60s. And anyone who's probably, a little bit open-minded goes, well, geez, that makes a lot of sense. No wonder. Yeah, exactly, no wonder. These people have it all plotted out. 60s, they probably made equal 33 on purpose. Probably go through the centuries, there's probably always crazy stuff going down in the 60s. These madmen in power for a long time, people. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Monday Night Football. They create this thing, Monday Night Football. Get people to spend their whole night on the couch one more night of the week. One less night of paying attention. Monday Night Football, the acronym is 13 plus 14 plus 6, sums to 33. First Monday Night Football game was Green Bay at Detroit, sold out, almost 60,000 fans, 56,000 and something in attendance. The date of that was September 28th, 1964. Sum that date, it sums to 39. Remember the word Olympic, sum to 39. The man who did it was Pete Rozelle. The name Rozelle in gematria sums to 39. It was Howard Hughes who got behind Monday Night Football and made it really happen. The name Howard sums to 33. Remember this name Howard because I'm going to make a point in a second with the name Howard that pertains to this last year's Super Bowl. So this last year's Super Bowl, the most recent one, was February 2nd, 2014. It was the 48th Super Bowl, 44th of the modern era, which began in 1970. It was the first ever Super Bowl played on the 33rd day of the year. If you recall, that's the day Philip Seymour Hoffman was found dead on the 4th floor with 44 bags of heroin. The word kill sums to 44 in gematria. It was also the first Super Bowl hosted by 2 states, the 3rd New Jersey and the 11th New York. 3 times 11 sums to 33. In the 2004 episode of The Simpsons, Homer loses all his money betting wrong on the football game Broncos 19, Seahawks 14. 19 plus 14 sums to 33. Also, I didn't write it up there, but the word Simpson in gematria sums to 33. And the Seahawks, they won their first Super Bowl ever in 2014. They happen to be the only team of 32 teams in the NFL with a gematria of 33. No other team has it, just them, only 33. Also out of Seattle is the Starbucks brand, Starbucks sums to 33 in gematria. They almost called their company Pequod Coffee. The word Pequod also sums to 33. Both the words Starbuck and Pequod come from Moby Dick, the Herman Melville novel. Howard Schultz, who formerly owned the Seattle Supersonics before he sent them to Oklahoma City, is who made Starbucks the huge company. They weren't huge until Howard Schultz came along, also at 33. If you look at the owners of these teams, they all have these gematria names. It's sick, you guys. The world is controlled by these people. These leagues are all a rigged spectacle, from Michael Sam to this. Also think about this. The NFL is America's game, right? NFL sums to 32, has 32 teams. America sums to 32 in gematria. UK is 21 plus 11. It sums to 32. July 4th, the date of our nation's independence, if you sum the numerology of that date, it sums to 32. Remember, this is the middle degree of Scottish Rite Freemasonry, not the highest degree, right in the middle, right at the average. The Freemasons, who have these ranging degrees of 31 through 33, believe in two things. They believe in order through chaos, and they believe in doing it through duality, dividing people amongst two. Think about that. In the NFL, the league was split. It was split into two conferences in the year 1933. 1933. That's the bottom of the Great Depression. In that year, in the year 1933, the bottom of the Great Depression, things like this happened. Every single motorcycle company folded except for two. Indian and Harley. And both the words Indian and Harley equal 33 in gematria. A lot of news networks went out and major big publications came up like Newsweek. Newsweek equals 33 in gematria. Established in the year 33. And there's a lot more examples. Pontiac was established that year. Pontiac equals 33. Kellogg equals 33. They got gigantic that year. The words order equal 33 in gematria, and the words chaos equal 19. So think about that, 19 and 33. In the year 1933 was the bottom of the Great Depression, and you see all these 33 things emerged. My point is that from sports to market collapses, to the naming of nations, to the naming of states, to a lot more is being coded and predetermined, and we're living out a script. The word epic is 5 plus 16 plus 9 plus 3. That's E plus P plus I plus C. Excuse me. It sums to 33. An epic sums to 33. An epic is a long, ongoing narrative. And that's what we're living out. And these sports leagues are part of it. Please watch my other posts on the MLS, NBA, NFL. I have lots more to share. Coming up is the Mendoza line. That's going to be a real trip. All right, later, guys.